What is the most important quality for success?
Lots of qualities. Lots and lots of qualities. The
What's
most important, though,
for you
is
that you've learned?
adaptability. That's
What do
I
you mean
learned.
by that?
Adaptability, being able to adapt to your situation, being able to adapt to the coming times, to people's advice. It's basically being a sponge, taking in information, using the good, and getting rid of the bad. If you can do that, you can learn a lot faster. And I think learning fast when you're young is extremely important, especially if you want success quick, like everybody does. The only way to do that, only way to have success quicker is if you take other people's failures and use that to your advantage.
I think it's resilience. Adaptability is important.
Yeah, resilience is also.
Because I was looking into the studies they've done on this.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in the scientific community have found that grit is very important. Same thing as perseverance.
Yeah.
Like they did this study particularly. I was reading up on this. In 1972, this Stanford professor, he gathered a bunch of students, children, and he said, you can get a marshmallow if you wait for this amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he noticed that kids who waited for the marshmallow the longest actually tended to perform better on like SAT scores, ACT tests.
Yeah.
And he said basically delayed gratification is actually a really good indication of intelligence. So if you are able to wait for something longer,
Yeah.
the idea is you're mentally tougher.
Right.
And the idea of success is, can you withstand the hard times? And are you okay with shit not working out in the beginning? And basically striving through that adversity.
Yeah, no, grit is huge, man. I think if you don't have grit, then you can't perform, right? You can't perform, period.
I think, bro, in our generation, Gen Z, people are so scared of it not working out more than ever now. Because if you're doing something public and it doesn't work out, the whole world sees it. Your friends see it. Your family sees it. And so many people actually want to do things that involve them being like on camera, but they won't do it. They won't post stuff because they're scared of judgment.
Right.
So many people will not do the things that they want to do.
Yeah.
Simply because they're scared that other people are going to think they're stupid.
And maybe they are, but that's okay.
But they won't know until they do it.
Until they try, yeah, that's the thing. You have to be willing to, that's what it is, right? Like, being a sponge, being adaptable. You should be able to take in, because people mean well, right? And when they say, like, if they're talking shit about to you about posting stuff online, oh, you really want to do that? There's a reason they're saying you really want to do that. There's some truth to it. Because you are in front of the entire world, right? You're putting yourself out there. You're putting your problems out there. You're putting your flaws out there. And so if you look deep down, yeah, maybe you can say it's not supportive, but also you can say, hey, maybe there's some truth to what they're saying. What is the truth to what they're saying? And is there a way that I'm able to take this advice in and, and learn from it, basically? Maybe not take everything that they're saying. Maybe I still want to do something, but what is it that I can take from this conversation?
But it also depends on their tone. How a person tells you. They're like, like if a person's like, what are you doing? Like they basically have this own conception of you. And I think a lot of people listen to other people even when they don't need to. Because the person that knows you the best is you.
Right.
There's nobody that knows. A lot of people say, oh no, my parents know me better than I do. Maybe they do, but odds are you know yourself the best.
No, I don't think your parents know you more than yourself, for sure.
I think in some circumstances it can be true, but I think for the most people, you know yourself better than anybody.
Yeah.
So to your point about like people saying it out of like honesty, I don't know how many people say it out of honesty. I think they're scared for you.
Yeah, no, 100%. But there is some truth. I just think whatever is said aloud, whether it's even a lie, there's some truth to it, even if it's to hurt your feelings. There's something there. That's my point. And maybe you don't have to take it that way. You don't have to take it to heart, like, this person's after me. All you can do is, why are they saying it? It's hard, though, right? We're all emotional beings.
Yeah.
It's really hard. But if you're able to master that, if you're able to take in information and be like, what is it that they're saying? And am I able to use that info to better my life genuinely? And if there isn't, then there isn't. But if there is, then why not?
You really have to be like a Supreme Court justice.
You have to be straight
You have
logic,
to be objective.
bro. Yes.
Yeah. Like you said, if somebody says something negative to you, like you said, there might be some truth to it.
Yeah.
And if there is, just listen.
That's it. Exactly. Listen.
Just listen to what they have to say.
Such active listening, bro, is such a powerful skill, man.
If they're saying you're corny, they have a point.
There's a reason they're saying it.
If they're saying you sound annoying, there might be, maybe you are a little bit annoying.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
The guys, like for me, for example, right? A lot of people say that I don't take things serious. I joke a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And I tell a lot of jokes. And then some people say, hey, you're annoying, dude. Yeah, there probably is some truth to that, right? If a dude is, all they're doing is joking around with you, joking around with family all day, there's probably a little bit annoying, right? If they're saying so many jokes, a little bit of them are probably corny. They probably don't land right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, though, dude, I think for most people, they don't, if a person is truly ambitious, they want to do grand things, normal people can't understand
They
that.
don't, yeah.
They don't get it.
Yeah.
And the reason why they don't get it is they lack the capacity to commit to the things they think about. I think most people do think about doing big things. They do.
Yeah.
But they can't commit to it. They don't understand that it's possible for them. That's also an indicator of success that I was reading. Scientifically, they found that if people don't believe in themselves, meaning that if they think that it's out of their control, they're not more likely to succeed. So the idea of free will, if you think you are the master of your own journey, you are more likely to be successful because you're taking full power in your hands. You're not saying the system is rigged against you. It is accepted. What are you going to do about it?
Right.
Like with podcasting, the system is rigged. We're two nobodies. We're not Chris Williamson. We're not Joe Rogan. We have no connections.
Why watch us?
Why watch us? Why listen to us? Why even do this podcast? 124th episode.
Yeah.
This is the one we're doing that you all are listening to. Why do it? Because we believe in ourselves in the podcast. We believe we have something different to offer. Most of the world doesn't understand it. 576 Instagram posts later, we're at the same exact spot we started.
But
we barely grown. We barely grow, bro. But we believe in ourselves. That's the only thing that keeps you going.
100%. It's belief that we can offer something.
And it's hard. It's so hard right now.
Yeah.
It's hard doing this over and over.
Yeah.
Seeing zero. Somebody asked me, like, genuine question, so how much money have you made during the podcast? I was like,
negative.
There's no commas
3K,
involved.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's probably, I said zero, but the honest answer is negative.
Yeah.
I've lost money.
Yeah,
We've lost
100%.
money technically right now.
Yeah. We have to buy all this stuff, right?
But have we really lost? Because I feel like my people skills, communication skills have increased.
Yeah, for sure. I think my communication skills have increased. I think what's helped is lack of like stuttering. That's helped a lot. I feel like I stuttered in high school, bro. I feel like I stuttered so much.
Every kid does.
Yeah, I don't know, but I felt like it was bad, dude. I remember in college, I would think about it a lot, bro. Like my stuttering in high school, and I would just start speaking slower. And then when I'm speaking slower to somebody, my brain is able to catch up to my words.
You mean like not being able to formulate full thoughts, right? Like stuttering on your opinions, words to use.
No, like choking on my words because my brain is moving faster than my mouth.
Do you think it was because of a lack of self-confidence or your just lack of inability to communicate effectively?
Communicate effectively.
So it wasn't lack of confidence?
No.
Really?
No, not confidence.
I think for me in high school, the times that I struggled speaking, it was because of confidence.
Really?
I didn't believe that what I was saying was accurate enough or was worthy of being said out loud.
Really?
Yes.
But I think that's the difference between you and I as well. Like you really value research-based things, right? Mm-hmm. I value personal experience-based. So the things in my life, I feel like it is my truth, right? I feel like it is my facts.
I do the same thing too.
No, but you value research a lot more than I do, bro.
I do, but I have like these stupid opinions and thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
And I
But maybe in high school, you just felt like
in
it
high
wasn't
school I was
worth
definitely
it.
a different person. Yeah. Like stand-up has really made me believe that if you believe it, it's true.
Yeah. And who's to say it's not?
Like if you believe women should be in the kitchen, that's
your truth, bro.
That's your truth.
That's
Period.
your truth. Period.
That's
Podcast ends here.
You know, there's some
actually,
truths in the world, objective truths.
Yeah.
I mean, women don't need to be in the kitchen all the time.
Most of the time. Just 3 meals a day.
They're happier
And
that
2
way.
snacks.
No snacking. You can't.
Hey, grapes, bro. Cut some apples for me.
I was watching this trailer from Marty Supreme.
Okay.
You know Marty Supreme, the movie?
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah.
There's this one line, bro, he says in it. It's like, it's too good. It's beautiful. This reporter asks Marty. So the movie is about this like ping pong player who's trying to bring the sport of table tennis to America. That's what I got from the trailer.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And it's like everybody's saying, what are you talking about? This is an Asian sport. You can't bring it up to America. And a reporter asks him, what if your dream doesn't work out? And he said, the idea of it not working out doesn't even enter my stream of consciousness.
That confident.
If an idea doesn't even enter your stream of consciousness, do you know how confident you have to be? How delusional you have to be? You haven't even evaluated the worst case scenario.
I don't get that, bro.
I get it.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Because, bro,
man.
if you imagine something in your head and you see it happening, it's like...
But you don't even... You've never thought about...
I know. It's delusion. That is delusion.
That is delusion. If it's the truth. If they're telling the truth.
Yeah.
I do think there is some,
People exaggerating.
Like, they're lifting their words up a bit.
The Kanye.
Exactly. Kanye. Exactly. I do think there's a lot of that. And it's also like speaking it into existence. I think people really believe in speaking it into existence. And so if you say stuff like that, then you put yourself accountable, right? Because the rest of the world believes what you're saying right now. So you have to like fit into that frame of thought.
I think some people genuinely don't consider.
I think there are some people. I think like Adam Sandler is one of those guys. I don't think he thought about it because his family was all like just boosting him up.
Yeah, I think it's harder if you have people around you that are constantly reminding you of it not working out. It's really important.
Yes.
If you're around that energy, you're a human.
Yeah, bro.
You're going to think about it. So it's important to surround yourself with the right people, which is also another indicator of success.
Right.
Who are you surrounding yourself with on an everyday basis?
How do you feel when people ask you, so how's comedy going? How's the podcast going? How do you feel when they ask that?
I'm tired.
I'm tired, right?
I'm like, dude, the thing we're trying to do, you can't do overnight. It's not like a job. I applied and I get it. And boom, I got a 6-figure salary.
Right.
The idea of this podcast is positively impacting the lives of millions of people.
That's the goal, yeah.
That's what we're trying to do.
Right.
You can't do that in 100 episodes. You can't do that in 150 episodes.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure you could do that in like 250 episodes.
Yeah.
It's like a trial and error, and we just got to keep going.
What do you think it is why do you think they ask that question?
2 intentions. One, some people are actually worried about you. They're like, why are you putting all this time and energy into something that's not resulting anything to you? So they're concerned for you. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, it's basically them saying you're not going to make it.
Right.
Quit now.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you it's not happening. If it's not happening now, it'll never happen.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's like telling a lawyer, hey, are you a lawyer yet? Well, no, I'm applying to law school.
Yeah, well, why aren't you a lawyer yet?
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. There's years to it.
Yeah.
There's years to it.
But even with like traditional things like the law, you can be a lawyer in 3 years, bro. We could be podcasting for 3 years and still be nobody.
It's still not true.
How many lawyers exist in the world? In America, at least.
I don't know.
About 1 million.
A lot, probably.
There's about 1 million, more than 1 million lawyers. The odds of you becoming a lawyer are really easy, to be honest.
Yeah, really easy.
Very
100%.
easy. It's not hard to...
It's a safe route. That's why people want their kids to be lawyers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People look for safety and stability, and that's good advice for most people. I agree.
Yeah.
Look for safety, for stability, because mentally, people can't take pressure. I've seen that. Like, some people bail.
Yeah,
they freeze.
True.
Because they haven't been raised with this idea of basically toughening it out in the midst of adversities. You got to teach your kids these lessons. Otherwise, they never learn. Like, who's going to teach them?
People will bail in the midst of their opinion, bro. How many guests have we had on? I mean, that we were going to have on that didn't come because of the topic.
Yeah, they're scared.
They're scared. It happens, bro. It's like people bail just because they're afraid, period. Fear takes people away from opportunities. And that's something that I told myself a while back, man. It's like, I never want to say no to an opportunity just because it's unknown. Just do it. Just do it. You know? Like the first time we went skydiving, bro, I guarantee there was butterflies in your stomach, bro.
Yeah.
There is. But it's like, it makes me want to do it more now because there's something I don't know how it feels like. I don't know what it means, you know, until you do it.
You know, when we first did skydiving at 19, I didn't think about it that deeply until we got on the plane and we were actually in the sky. I was like, damn,
This
we're
is weird.
doing it.
Yeah.
We're jumping off a plane.
Yeah. It is crazy, bro.
So you don't realize, I think that's a good thing though. Like you said, if you're already scared of it before it even happened, it's not going to go well.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to feel nervousness.
Yeah.
But if you completely shut down the even chance of it happening,
right,
it's not going to happen.
You got to power through shit. That's the thing. You have to. That comes with grit. You have to power through.
Can't quit.
Yeah.
You just can't quit. You know, that's why it's important to do sports, bro. For kids, that's the only way in the modern era you can learn. There's no war happening. You have all the basic necessities.
It helps a lot.
In pressure situations, when the game is on the line.
Competition, yeah.
Can you take that 3? Can you... Right. Also, bro, a lot of people in sports, in teams, you'll notice this, they'll bail at times of stress. They don't want to be the fall guy. Are you okay with being the fall guy? Because imagine if you orchestrate a play in basketball and you're the guy that takes the last shot. A lot of people are like, no. Can he take the last shot?
Right.
A lot of people are like, if it's on me. If I miss this shot, we lose.
Right.
It's happened.
Yeah.
Can you be that guy? That's why very few people make it as athletes, bro. Athleticism is like the peak of not giving up. Because at least in normal day life, we don't have physical like problems. Most of us are healthy people. It's all mental, right? Athletes is mental and physical.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate test.
That's true.
It's the ultimate test.
Yeah, there's no physicality in this right now.
In podcasting? What do you mean? I'm moving my hands, bro.
Not even. We're literally interlocked.
No, I gotta move my hands. No, I think it is physical though. What we're doing is physical, bro. Because a lot of people are like nervous being in front of the camera, like the way they sit.
Yeah,
it is part of it.
It's nothing compared to a sport. That's my point, bro. There's nothing.
I mean, basically, we're pro basketball players. You know, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Basically, call me Tiger Woods.
Look at footwork. How your feet are planted.
Yeah, bro. Look at my legs.
Yeah, this is good. We both improved. Like we used to shake our legs.
Yeah, now we're more still,
more stable.
Yeah, I've been conscious of that.
Yeah, me too.
You have? Okay.
Because I noticed in auditions, bro, when I do auditions, I'm moving, and I was like, whoa. Moving is a sign of
weakness.
Not believing in yourself.
Right.
You're jittering because your body's like, fuck, I'm restless. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro.
It is, yeah. Remember, we learned that in MUN, bro. What, bro? It's true. What's wrong with that?
Can I just say something about MUN?
Oh my God, this guy.
MUN is this organization that teaches young kids to chase power at the age of puberty and to basically say that it's okay to say a bunch of nothing and still be rewarded for it. Like, the only thing I learned in MUN, honestly, bro, is to make sure, how can I be the loudest guy in the room? And how can I get the most amount of people to support what I'm saying?
You're 100% right, bro. When we were loud, I remember people would come and agree. And it was as long as you were confident. But that's what it taught me, bro. Confidence is so fucking important. It's not even funny.
It's everything, man.
People will come around you. People will support you and say, yeah, you're right. Even if you're wrong, if you're confident. If you're just that guy in the room that knows what he's talking about or thinks he knows what he's talking about, people will just flock, bro. It's very weird.
Explain to people what MUN is.
MUN is Model United Nations, where basically high schoolers or college students, whichever you're in, will act as a representative of a country on a specific topic. So if the topic is, I don't know, nuclear weapon proliferation, you're going to be, say Russia. So you'll represent Russia in nuclear weapon proliferation. And then the idea is to represent Russia's actual ideas. But MUN doesn't really support that. if that makes sense. Like if you were Russia and then you were saying some ideas against your country's topic, likeliness is the other kids and even the moderators in the front, the ones grading you, they probably don't know what the country's actual representations of the topic are, even though they're supposed to. And so that's why it's like, okay, you can kind of say what you want, get people around you, and make it work.
Not to freak you out right now, but your mic is on, right? Check.
Yeah, bro, it's on.
Thank you.
You freaked
I've
me
been
out.
paranoid ever since, like, it's happened to us multiple times.
I just leave it on now completely.
That's
I should
probably
always
the
leave
best
it
thing to
on.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what MUN is. Very good explanation. And but the reason why I, like, got frustrated about when you said, like, it taught me that, because I felt like...
You don't think it did?
No, bro. Honestly, I had so much stage fright doing MUN. It wasn't until I started doing stand-up comedy that my stage fright went away.
Really?
Like, I was not... Dude, I was telling you, it was a very big struggle for me to look people in the eyes.
Yeah, I know.
It was very hard in the beginning.
Right.
It was so hard. And even when we got like, the best delegate award, the only reason, like, that conference in New York, when we went, our last conference, was... I felt like we did good because we had good relationships with the people in our committee.
Yeah.
They kind of liked us. We were likable.
Yeah.
Which is really important too in life. I've learned is
Yeah.
if you're likable, bro, and if you're not that talented, people will give you a chance because they like to be around you.
Right.
They like to keep you around. Which is not, I mean, I'm not saying chase to be likable. Be yourself.
It's extremely important though.
It's very important.
Likability is huge, bro. Social, what is it called? Social credit. It means a lot. If you know the right people, you're able to get along with the right people, it's going to happen. Things are just going to happen. But if you don't, if you're just that guy that's like the naysayer in the corner, nobody wants to hang around that motherfucker, dude. I don't want to hang around that guy in the back of the bus that's just like head
just
down.
hating on everything.
Why would you want to hang out with that person? Maybe and you know what's crazy? Those people are actually really smart people, bro. They're really smart because they question everything. They question everybody's intentions. They question life. And so naturally they ask questions, right? And then you become smarter because you have to answer those questions. But just because you're smart doesn't mean you're likable.
But those people are postulating.
They're
They're imposing their own fears onto you.
100%.
They're scared to do shit themselves.
Yeah.
And not just that, bro. They're okay with being comfortable. They're okay being safe. They don't want to step a little bit outside this area just to feel like an outsider. They like to feel like they're the normal ones. Yeah. They like the normality. They like being, this is the way things are. If I literally step half a meter beyond this point, I'm going to be the person that's not accepted as a norm.
But the weird thing about the people in the back, they're not the normal ones. Then they know they're not.
They're pretending to be the normal ones.
Are they? They know
Probably
they're not getting along with the
not.
rest, right? I don't think so.
Probably not, but they think they're normal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think they do, bro.
I think they do. I
You
think they do, but they're not.
They're not normal, but you think that they think they're normal.
I do think so, yeah. There's different types of, like, personalities.
I think those people think that they're the different ones. They're the ones that are what an idealistic life should be. I think that's what they think. That the normalcy of life is actually wrong, right? And they fail to realize that if the normalcy of life is wrong, then it's not normal then, right? And it makes no sense if everybody else gets along that way. If the 30 people in the bus are all laughing and joking around, and the guy in the back is like, why are these people laughing about that? It's not funny. There's deeper things to talk about. There's this, there's that. You're probably not the normal one.
I mean,
Does that
they
make
might
sense?
just be mentally challenged.
Yeah, they might be
They
mentally challenged. And you know what it roots from? It roots from your childhood, bro. It roots from your childhood. How were you raised? How do your parents treat you? Yeah. Was there confidence that was instilled in you? Or was there fear that was instilled in you?
That's also another predictor of success. Upbringing. Like, did you have to go through adversity as a kid? If you did not, it's harder for you to excel. Not saying it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like, you can live in a life of comfort and still do well. But if you got through adversity, that's a huge plus. As a child, you were able to overcome it.
And you know, it's one of those things I struggle with because it's important to go through adversity as a youngster growing up It's a lot of the reason it's important is because it's character development, right? You build a lot of character, but what that means is you have to grow up sooner. You have to grow up quicker, and that's where I struggle with because I don't think, and maybe my opinions on this will change when I have a kid. I don't know, but I don't think as a kid you should have to deal with grown-up issues. You shouldn't have to deal with grown-up problems, but the grown-up problems are the ones that make you grow up quicker, and that builds character development, and that gets you ahead quicker in life.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I'm putting my kids through hell. I'm making them. I'm making sure they have electricity issues. I'm making sure. I'm making sure they are walking to school every
You're
day.
at your breaker box in the garage, flickering the lights.
I'm just gonna. Why take away their phone if I can just turn off the internet and electricity completely gone? I'm making sure they are going to get water like the kids in Africa do. I'm making sure. I'm making sure they know
Pathetic.
the cost of money. But it's true, bro. Like I've told you, when I was growing up in Pakistan, I felt like an adult. It was just a different feeling.
Yeah.
I felt like a man at the age of 12. I felt like I'm a fucking man with real responsibilities. Seriously.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I came to America that I relived my childhood. I feel like I'm reliving parts of my childhood again. Of
right
things,
now.
yeah. Like I'm reliving it because I have the privilege to, thankfully. Like imagine if I didn't have my parents.
Yeah.
Imagine if I didn't have a roof over my head.
Yeah.
I'm a single man without any family.
Right.
I'd be busting balls, working 18 hours, just doing regular jobs that I hate. No. In
right
America,
now.
I'm talking
Oh,
about.
okay, gotcha.
Even if I was here single with no family, no support.
Gotcha, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You won't be able to stay home and, pursue your dreams.
I think you need family, bro. You
It's
really
important.
do. If you don't have family, I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. America's so weird, bro. Because there's so much like mixed cultures. We're talking about this last night with I was talking to my dad and some other family, and there's like a huge consensus. Like, so this guy, his name's Rafa. He was telling a story, and he said that there's two crab buckets. And he said in one crab bucket they're Asian crabs, and in one crab bucket they're Hispanic crabs.
Yeah.
The Asian crab bucket,
Yeah.
there's a lid on top, but the Hispanic crab bucket, there's no lid.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? What's the reason? That seems like discrimination to me. Why is one covered and one not covered?
So the Asian one is covered
Asian one's covered, Hispanic's not covered.
because Hispanics can't afford it. They can't
Right.
afford. They can't afford the roof. They can't afford the roof. Is that
You would think that, right? Not. And I was like, I jumped into the conversation. I was like, bro, why? Let me finish. So there's basically two crab buckets, right? Hispanic crab bucket, Asian crab bucket. Asian crab bucket has a lid on top. Okay, Hispanic crab bucket doesn't. And the guy's like, why doesn't the Hispanic crab bucket have a lid on top? They can get out. And he's like, well, whenever one crab gets to the top to try to get out, another crab grabs its tail and pulls him back in. But the Asian crab bucket, when they try to get up and they're almost out, another crab helps them get out.
Why do you Hispanics hate each other?
It's weird, bro.
Why do you guys hate each other? Is it true?
I'm putting it down. I've told you this before, bro. It's very, very weird.
Why did it start? Like how? Tell me everything.
I don't know. So this is the weird thing. This is like an American Mexican issue. Like,
So it's not. So it's not a Mexican. It's not a issue in these Hispanic countries.
you know what? Maybe I don't know enough.
But in America, American Hispanics.
But in America, I don't know enough about Mexico Mexicans. I do know that in like Mexico Mexicans, they will. I mean, the experience that I've had, they will help you even if they don't have much money. But then it changed. Like I've had experience also in Mexico. Like they'll haggle. There's haggling things there, right?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
And they'll try to take
Developing
more.
country.
I get it. So I don't know. I haven't had enough experience.
But in
to
America,
talk to. But in
Hispanic,
America.
yeah.
It's true, bro. Everyone tries to one-up each other. And if you don't have, like, the bigger truck, the newer truck, the nicer house, there's, like, a ego hit. And they don't want to help you out. Like, they don't want to help you elevate. I had this one experience, bro. So I'll tell you. When I was doing project management work, I was door knocking a lot. Me and Russ, actually, were door knocking a lot.
You and Russ.
Me and Russ. Because Russ was doing construction work with us at the time.
Okay.
And we paid for him to get his inspector's license. I got my inspector's license. And so we're door knocking to become real estate inspectors, pretty much. Pre-inspection, that's what it is. And so we were going to real estate brokerages and door knocking, saying, hey, can we, pitch it to your agents, whatever. We got into this one brokerage in Whittier. And this guy, he's a Hispanic guy. And he sat down and he was like, you know, I want to give you guys a shot. He's like, I have 100 people under me. I want to give you guys a shot. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, awesome, man. Let me prep. And then it comes to it, to give it. He never gave me that meeting. And not only that, he told me he was going to give me that meeting. He asked me for price sheets. I didn't have any specific sheets. It took me hours to develop these sheets for him. I laminated them. I dropped them all off at his office. He's like, yeah, next week I'm going to give you a call. Never called me. Okay. And then he calls me one day and he's like, you guys do construction work too? And I was like, yeah. And I'm project manager. And he's like, okay, can you come give me a quote? Okay, yeah, I'll go by. I go by, take pictures, take quotes, hang with him and his contractor for like an hour. And we're talking, and takes you hours to also quote a job. Mm-hmm. It takes me hours to quote this job. He's like, yeah, I got you. Let's do it. And then calls back the next day. He's like, so can you give me a price breakdown of everything? And in construction, this is something, if you're a smaller company, if you're not a huge company that already has developed relationships, you don't give away your price breakdown, because what they can do with that is they can take that quote and go bid it with somebody else and say, hey, this is what they're offering me. Outcompete you pretty much. And my dad told me, he's like, don't do it. Don't give them the price breakdown. He's like, that's where our bread and butter is. And naivety, I was like, no, I think it could be good for us, guys. I was like, if we could do this, if we can get this one, we can get into the brokerage, and then we have 100 brokers, agents that we can talk to. So I'm basically giving him an inch in hopes to take a mile, pretty much, right? Because if I give him this price breakdown and I get the job, maybe I can get into the brokerage and talk to 100 agents. I give him the breakdown. Never calls me back. And, you know, during our meeting where he was like, I like you, like, I'm going to give you the shot, he was telling me, he's like, you're young. He was like, you're ambitious. I told him I'm also a real estate agent. And he's like, you know, I was like you when I was a kid, and Hispanics don't help each other enough.
Oh, he even prefaced it by saying...
bro. Yes.
Damn. So you're basically saying he did it because he's Hispanic. He couldn't help himself.
He couldn't help himself. No, but it's something weird. Like when a youngster is doing well, even, you don't even want to give them that opportunity to do better.
That's society thing, I think. Maybe. People don't want to give young people chances because they're like, well, nobody gave me a chance. That's definitely a thing. Maybe. That's sad reality in society.
I think it is. It just, I don't see that like with my brown family, because I have Hispanic family and I have like Middle Eastern family. Yeah. I don't see that with my Middle Eastern family. I don't see that with them.
You're South Asian. You're not Middle Eastern. The South Asian.
Okay, South Asian. Whatever.
Yeah, you don't see that.
I don't see that.
I will say, bro, Indian people in America support each other so much. Right. The only reason why every single Indian family that's its last name Patel owns a motel or owns any of the businesses that they're known for, 7-Elevens, is because they help empower each other. That's the reason why they're excelling in America. True. Yeah.
Sikhs are the most prosperous group in America. Did you know that?
Yeah, they are more tightly knit than even the Patels. Yeah. Can you imagine being more tightly knit than those bastards? Than the Patels?
But that's a beautiful thing, bro.
It is beautiful.
You know, everybody wins. Yeah. Everybody helps each other.
So why the Hispanics? What's the thing? Is it because you guys speak Spanish? Like what? What's the problem?
It's an ego thing, bro. Because also maybe to preface too, in the Hispanic culture, it's a hard work is a thing. Like, oh, I'm a hard worker. I don't need anybody. I can do it on my own type thing. And so maybe that's what it is. I can do it on my own. Oh, they're doing it on their own. I can do it better than them on my own, kind of thing.
Are you saying South Asians are lazy? Are you saying we're weak? Are you saying we don't like to work hard?
Maybe in a way you can say laziness. In a way, 100%. It's working smarter than harder. Yeah. Yeah. With 10 people, you can get more done than one guy and doing it with less energy. Right.
So it's ego, you're saying.
Could be.
That makes sense.
So. I think pride is a big fucking problem with Hispanics.
Can I ask you something about your earlier point? It was very interesting. You said that everybody's always trying to outcompete with the car they have and the house they have. I never understood that, bro. I never understood comparing your material progress. There's a man in the world named Elon Musk. He already has everything. Yeah. You will never be close to anything. Anything close to, like, there's already rich people. You're not there.
You're like, competing in your socioeconomic level.
But so who cares? I don't understand that. I'm like,
you're right, but that's a logical thing.
It doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, bro, I can't beat Elon or Jeff Bezos. All right, let them win. Like, I can't. What do you, okay, you have a Ford Fiesta and I'm driving like a Suzuki, which doesn't even exist here. Like,
Suzuki,
okay, fine.
they used to exist.
Yeah, I'm driving a Suzuki still, bro. I still got a 1985 Suzuki that I imported from Japan. I'll take that, bro. Who cares? I'm getting from point A to point B at the same amount of time that you are.
Why a Ford Fiesta?
I don't know. Just the first car that came into my mind.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know anything about cars. Is it
Okay.
even a good comparison? Ford Fiesta or
No.
Suzuki?
Not a
Okay,
good
sorry.
one.
Like
But
you're driving
anyway.
a Tesla
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm driving a Corolla.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah, yeah.
You're saving the world. Are you really though?
No.
Yeah, you're not. You're waiting at that Tesla charging stations, and you have a sticker on that says "I hate Elon." I bought this car before.
Elon went crazy.
Have you seen these stickers, bro?
Yes.
So many cars say "I hate Elon." I got this before 2022.
Pathetic, bro. It's, like,
It's sad. Sell the car. You're virtue signaling. If you
Yeah.
really hate Elon,
You're
sell the
virtue
car.
signaling,
Sell
yeah.
the car. Get Lucid Motors. There's so many
Yeah.
other electric cars, but you know Tesla's the best one.
Yeah.
Why do you have the urge? You know what it is, bro? It's always women that have this on. Women have this urge to basically tell you they're better than you. Because they're so compassionate. They care about the world. So they feel like the urge to tell everybody all the great things they're doing. It's definitely a thing I've noticed, bro.
It's an estrogen thing? You think it's an estrogen thing?
I don't know what it is, bro. It's been getting to my nerves. I've had so many incidences with women like that didn't need to do the things they had to do with me. At Hollywood, I was doing a mic. I was doing comedy, and I was saying my usual set. All these jokes are tested, a lot of them, and they do well, okay? I was making jokes about black people, and this African guy is laughing his ass off. I get off stage. This black, and she's a comedian, by the way. She
Okay.
goes, racism is not allowed at the Hollywood comedy. Looks at me. While this black guy is telling me, bro, I was cracking up. And I was like, what do I say to her? Like, what do I say at this moment where she's
was
accusing...
black?
She was black, yeah. And I was like, she's accusing me of racism as a comedian. I'm on stage making jokes.
Yeah.
And this African guy who's arguably, like... He's black, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't get more black than an African guy. He's laughing. He's telling me, as she's telling this to me, I'm in the middle. I don't say a single word. I'm like, this black guy laughing still is the answer.
Yeah.
I just walk away. I'm like,
Period.
I can't say anything to you
Yeah.
to change your mind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sound like a misogynist. I'm not saying all women are like this, but women definitely have a need to basically, like, help society. They think they're helping, but you're actually doing more offense. You're offending more people than you're actually helping.
You think that's what it is?
I
Helping?
think that's what it.
I think they have
trying.
a compensation.
Yeah,
issue, bro.
let's hate on women, okay? We have a podcast to go viral. This is the only way. This is the new model now. We gotta hate on minorities. We gotta make fun of women. We gotta say we're incels.
Women with a lot of testosterone have an overcompensation problem. That's what they have, buddy. Whether you agree or not, that's my take. That's the fact in my head, bro. They have an overcompensation problem that they know they will never live up to what it means to have a man's power.
Whoa. Really think so?
Men naturally are more powerful. Logical women will say yes. Okay, a man's stature, a man's strength, a woman will never overpower a man. It just won't happen. Within a reasonable limit. Obviously, there's women that are freaks that are 6'2", 250 pounds. Yeah, maybe they can lift a lot.
You mean Caitlyn Jenner?
Maybe Caitlyn Jenner.
You mean
Maybe that
Bruce Jenner?
maybe that transvestite.
Maybe.
But-
Okay, relax. Whoa. Pesticide. Whoa.
No, transvestite.
The worst part about...
You said pesticide.
what did you say?
Transvestite.
Oh, the worst part about Bruce or Caitlyn is they've spent so many of their years, or he, whatever, so many years with the Kardashians. Like, that's probably the worst thing you've done than changing your gender. I'd rather consider doing that than spending the amount of time they have with the Kardashian family.
Maybe that's why he changed
That's
his gender.
probably why. The Kardashian family.
So much easier to be a woman.
Yeah. If I got jealous, he's like, look at all these women having a great
That
time.
motherfucker's an insane golfer, though, bro. Insane. He's an athlete, just an athlete, period, probably. But that guy is crazy on the golf course.
He's
as
an
Caitlyn.
Olympic gold medalist.
I know.
Olympic gold medalist. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But dude,
Yeah.
your point about women, I don't think it's the overcompensation. I genuinely think, and this is not me like trying to like, try to act like I care for women and more than men, but I do think women are better people than men. Definitely in terms of like empathy and compassion.
Yeah.
And the reason
Yeah.
is they try to help so many people that they lose sight that what they're actually doing is a detriment. Like, calling people out, holding people accountable, or like just having these serious conversations with people that you're not going to be able to change them that way. You can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the time that I got heckled at that fundraiser, I'm thinking about that, like getting in front of the whole room, pointing a finger at me, like being the savior. It's like a complex that they have, that they feel like
overcompensation.
I don't know if it's overcompensation. Is you think it's that?
I think so.
They're trying to help. They think they're helping, but they're not helping.
There's a reason.
They're just being Karens.
There's a reason female cops are more abrasive than male cops. There's a reason for it, bro.
That's overcompensation because it's a physical position.
But that's a power. There's a power dynamic with it, right? Even this woman that's heckling, she's like, "Oh, nobody else is doing it. Well, you know what? If a man's not even doing it, I'll do it." That's like compensating for something that you're not naturally.
I don't know. You were definitely right about female cops. That's 100% overcompensation. They see all their colleagues that are male, and they want to be as good as them.
I also think,
or not as good as them. They want to be like as like powerful as them.
Yeah, for sure. I also think, just in social situations, I think women that are softer, they value men that are stronger, that are more confident, that will speak when they want to speak. I think women value that because naturally they're not that. And then there's some women out there, I think that, I don't know if they have more testosterone, but I'm going to say they have more testosterone.
No, that's a different problem.
I'm just fucking around about that. Obviously fucking around about that. But women with more testosterone will be like, will be like, hey, I value that. And maybe naturally women aren't like that, but I can be like that, and they can puff their chest a little bit and they can bring their chin up a bit. And I think they value that. And so they're going to act that way.
I think it's important. What you just said, the part that resonated with me was, it's important as a woman or a man to embrace your masculinity or femininity. If you're a man, it's important to embrace your masculinity. If you're a woman, it's really important to embrace your femininity.
Right.
Don't try to change that. The moment you try to change that, you're going to create more problems for yourself. That doesn't mean you have to be subjugated to men. I'm not saying woman, stay at home, cook meals, and like clean all day. I mean, life would be easier for everybody involved if that was the case. But
it's not reality.
It's not. No, but I'm saying, like, I don't know, bro. You don't have to. I think there's equity. There can be equal opportunities, equality.
Bro, femininity and masculinity are
it's a
both
beautiful
superpowers.
Thing. It's so powerful.
They're both superpowers.
And they're both equally important to society.
Yes.
There's literally, God has created these amazing genders. There's only two, male and female, and they have such amazing qualities to them. We need both of them for the world to exist.
Yeah.
The one can't dominate the other.
Yin and yang, bro.
It's
100%.
yin. It's a beautiful thing that people don't understand in this day and age.
That's sad, bro. It's sad, and it is hard to grapple with, though. It is hard to grapple with, because there's some things like women naturally will do, and guys will be like, "Why are they doing that?" But it's just
same thing with women.
nature.
Like there's stuff we do and say.
I'm just speaking as a man. Yeah, exactly.
And
that's why it's so hard to grapple.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
That's why all these jokes exist. Thank God.
Yeah,
if we were all the same, bro, life would suck.
Bro, if we all took it that serious,
bro,
life would suck. It's not that serious. It's just what it is, and let's just make fun of it. Let's just be funny.
Which is why women don't understand this concept of death. Maybe that's why they don't have certain genitalia that the men were rewarded with. You ever think about that?
Yeah.
Success, though, man. Like,
I know, going back.
I think that can be something scientific we add on the spot right now. Embracing your gender identity is a key indicator of success. I would argue it probably is. Because if you're constantly thinking about, man, am I a dude or a girl? Are you really going to be successful? I don't know. Just the idea, guys. You might think I'm wrong, but just throwing it out there, maybe it's a good thing to embrace the way you were born and just get on with life instead of trying to constantly think about,
am I a female or a male?
What if?
Yeah.
And it's always dudes changing it too, bro.
To go into female?
Yeah, it's dudes. Like, bro, you gotta.
I don't know about that.
I mean, the examples we see, at least, that we hear about. Maybe I'm misinformed on this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm Dave Chappelleing my way through.
Yeah, maybe not trans. I don't know. Maybe I haven't heard as many women turning into male transgenders, but I see a lot of lesbos.
That's lesbians are different people though.
They're
They're not like men though. They're not
men.
changing their genders.
But they kind of look like it.
God damn, you just hate everybody.
I don't hate them.
You're a lesbo. You lesbo.
That's what you call them, right? Lesbians, lesbos.
I think it's fine. I mean, yeah, that's like the term.
You see a lot of lesbos with like haircuts and like, you know what I mean?
They get offended by that term. I think a lot.
Do they?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, some of the coolest people don't get offended by anything.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's cool lesbos out there that don't get offended by the term lesbo.
I mean,
but what do you call
that's
straight?
The whole point.
What's condescending to us straight people?
Normal?
Anything? Normal.
That's what you call.
What do you
That's
call?
what you call straight people normal.
Normal. I don't like the term heterosexual. Like that, just like
Why?
heterosexual. Just straight is better. I like straight.
Yeah, you're
straight
straight.
makes me seem like the better person. I'm straight. You are not straight.
You just seem like the normal person.
Yeah. No.
People say heterosexual.
Yeah, I
Come
don't
on,
like
buddy.
heterosexual. Is like whoa. I'm just straight. Dude.
I'm just a normal dude.
I'm just a normal guy. I'm just.
I'm just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill dude. Dude.
Just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy podcasting right now.
Likes females.
Yeah.
You want a wife though?
Yeah.
You drive me crazy with that, bro.
Let's talk about it on
You
different
crack me up,
podcasts.
okay.
We gotta.
No, that's
save it.
fine. That's fine. I just want to say that you drive me crazy. With
But I think it is important to have a wife for success. Somebody by your side.
a partner in crime.
Just a partner. You don't have to commit crime necessarily.
Why not?
It can help. Honestly, bro.
Can you be successful without criminality?
Isn't it the most ultimate form of love if you commit crime
Together?
Honestly, bro. Isn't it the ultimate, or is it the ultimate side of stupidity? I don't know.
There's bro.
Something
why do
romantic
people-
about that.
What's that? What are those two guys called? Guy and girl. Mr. and Mrs. No. What are they called?
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt. No.
No. No. I'm forgetting the name, but it's like a famous thing where the male and female. Oh my god, bro. How am I blanking on this right now? The male and female, they rob banks together. This is like in history, this historical thing that happened.
Like a money heist.
They would like go to different cities and rob together. And there's a reason that's such a big story. Because people are like fascinated. Wow, they would do that together. They love each other that much that they would risk going to jail to be together and risk it all.
Or maybe they just hate each other and they want to be separated.
They want to be
In
separated.
jail. There's like, this is the best way guys work. This is a toxic relationship.
Oh god.
The only way we get out is we get segregated into different jails. And so let's rob this bank for the 10th time.
But seriously, bro, like adaptability, these women that are with the times, like that's not politically correct or whatever. That's adaptability, bro. Like these politicians, I was drawing it to the politician point. These politicians that are saying, hey, this is not politically correct. There's a reason they're at where they're at because they adapt to their time. Maybe it's not the right thing to do, but they're in the position that they're in because they're willing to make those sacrifices of what they truly believe.
Wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Adaptability. I was just drawing it back to my point.
Like politicians that...
Yeah, they're basically adapting to the times, pretty much.
So that's a bad thing you're saying?
No, I'm saying... Well, I think it's a bad thing personally, but just because it's a bad thing doesn't mean they don't become successful. I'm just drawing it to the point of success.
Wait. Okay, interesting. So you're saying like a lot of like people on the left, let's just say, specifically to the trans issue.
Yeah.
It's convenient for them to be like, yeah, I don't... It's convenient for them to say, oh, yeah, if you feel that way, it's okay.
Exactly.
But the inconvenient thing to say is no.
Right.
But you're saying because they're adapting to the times, well, it's an indicator of success.
And vice versa. You can say the same thing with conservatives with ICE. A lot of conservatives will be like, oh, yeah, let's get everybody out of here. But deep down, there's something wrong with taking innocent people out. People that are actually working
hard.
Yes.
Yeah. That's interesting. But I would argue that it's actually, in politics, it's the reverse. Uno.
It's reverse Uno?
Well, it's like, the most adaptable thing to do might not be the most indicative of success. Indicative of success?
Okay.
Because if I'm a politician running for any position,
yeah,
you got to be yourself these days. Say what you believe in. Don't try to... The moment you try to postulate to one specific group, you're going to lose. You cannot make everybody happy. Donald Trump, look at how many people he offended. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but he found the niche, right? That's the thing. And then he capitalized on it. I'm sure deep down, bro, he knows what some of the things he does is wrong.
He did it the wrong way. I'm not saying he do it the Donald Trump way. I'm just saying he was comfortable enough. Let's say he does believe in all the things he does.
Yeah.
He was comfortable being in his own skin. A lot of politicians feel like they...
But look at JD even, bro.
JD's not comfortable in his own skin. That man has so many beliefs that don't make sense.
Yeah, but my point is he's adapting to what the party wants.
Let's see if he wins. I think the Republicans...
He's already VP. Like he's
It's good.
already.
I mean, I don't
he's
know.
already made
Can I tell you
it.
something? Can I tell you something that's gonna shock you?
Don't say it, bro.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, something
no,
else,
no,
okay.
nothing about JD. This is not confirmed. I don't know if this is gonna happen, but I believe Tucker Carlson is gonna run for the president of the United States in 2028.
Tucker?
Tucker's gonna run, and
Would you vote for him?
I'm getting more and more confident that he is going to run. I have nothing to confirm. I've never spoken to Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson does not know I exist.
Tucker?
But I believe the way he's operating, and this is not a criticism of him, this is just an observation. I believe Tucker is going to run for president in 2028, and yeah, I don't see how he sits this one out. I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong.
There is
maybe I'm
something
right.
about Tucker, huh? That makes him like a likable guy.
He's going. I mean, no. Honestly, I thought he was unlikable at the beginning, but I was fed the media nonsense. I always saw him.
But listen to him.
Yeah.
When you listen to him, it's like he has common sense, like laws.
For dudes, bro, it's easier for us to like him because we get it. We get Tucker. Okay, we always had a friend growing up like Tucker. He was a little like weird, but also like smart, funny. It's like I get it. I know guys like that. But for women, I think it's harder to
Really?
like Tucker. Yeah.
Why? What does he say that's so like
I mean, what do you mean? He says a lot of stuff.
like against women?
He's basically like a mature version of Nick Fuentes. Like he's
A mature version of Nick Fuentes.
Tucker Carlson is a mature version of Nick Fuentes. That's why when he interviewed Nick Fuentes, he
Yeah.
gave him such an easy time because he was like, I was once like this guy. He's going to mature into becoming me. Let's just give him the time and space to breathe.
Yeah, I don't know. Nick is crazy, bro. The thing, Nick is so weird, bro. He's so contradictory to himself. It's fucking. Did you watch the Piers, Nick?
I saw clips.
It's so. I watched the whole thing the other day while I was building some furniture here, and Piers. I mean, I'll give it to Piers. He did get Nick to contradict himself a few times, but Nick is so confident, bro, in himself, and like, and he legit tells Piers, he's like, "That's why you're losing and I'm winning," and I'm like, okay, well, part of me thinks like, yeah, maybe Nick is winning this.
No,
this
he's not.
debate.
He's doing the same thing. He's following the Donald Trump model. That's what he's doing. Nick Fuentes. There's no depth to him.
Where I will disagree with that is he does say things that happen in conversation amongst your friends and family that nobody's willing to say online. Like, for example,
What part? What parts?
what part? For example, this is a thing amongst like our parents' generation where they say, Red Lobster that's where black people go to eat. Like he said that, right? He said Golden Corral. Yeah. That's where black people go to eat. That is what is it called? A stereotype. That is a stereotype. That is something that parents talk about. Like I've heard
Red Lobster.
I've heard parents talk.
Black people like seafood.
I'm just saying that's a stereotype.
Really?
Yeah, that's a stereotype.
They can't swim though.
Huh?
How would they like seafood?
Right?
They can't swim.
But that's a stereotype. But it's like he just says it as it is. I've never heard anybody say that online before.
Interesting.
And so that to me, there is a sort of depth to that, bro.
Okay, fine, bro. It's fine to make these jokes, like
But it's not even really a joke. That's what people think.
Okay, fine. Let him think, right? But with him saying women should be allowed to vote. Come on.
Yeah, no, that's
stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like a weird thing.
But he's saying outlandish things to get attention. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's his
maybe that's a Trump model.
Nick Fuentes model. Yeah, it's the exact Trump model. Yeah. Saying outlandish things to get attention. But the thing is, if you believe in something, stand by it. But if you're gonna say something that objectively just hasn't worked out in history, like we've moved past it, there's no reason to go back.
Yeah.
You're not moving society forward. That idea is gonna create more chaos. Let's say Nick Fuentes becomes president, right? And he institutes this policy. I don't know. You need 3/4 of the Congress.
But whatever, yeah.
Let's say women can't vote. Come on, you can't. We're past that point. It's too late to put them back in the kitchen. They have all the rights now, which is fine. Yeah. Any woman watching this is probably tuned off. But like I'll stand up for women in that. Like, come on,
why would women not be able to vote? That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's stupid. He's saying
it makes no sense.
He also said black should be in jail. Like, come on.
He said,
he said that. He said black should be in jail.
I know. I saw the clip.
Yeah.
He says, the actual clip was him saying, overwhelming majority of blacks should be in jail. That's what he said. He said we'd be better off if they were.
It's the wrong thing.
And that's crazy. That's crazy to say. That's crazy. Overwhelming majority. And then he said, and then Pierce, okay, give me a percent. And then he said, 1 in 100 blacks. That's what he said. That's what Nick said.
Should be in jail.
Oh, sorry. Nick said 1 in 20. My bad.
1 in 20
should be. Yeah, that's what he said.
They already are. So much more than that.
And Pierce was 1 in 100 is in jail. That's what Pierce's statistics say. And Nick said, well, it's actually 1 in 20. And he's like, that is a lot of people. But that's not overwhelming majority. It's like, bro, be specific if you're going to make stupid-ass claims.
The sad part about him, bro, is he's saying he's a Christian. He's Catholic, correct?
He's a Catholic, yeah.
And he wants America to become a religious state. He wants it to become a Catholic state. That's what he believes.
Okay.
As far as I know. And it's sad because you're basically, people are going to start thinking, oh, like, is that what his religion is saying him? If, that's what he's saying. And Christianity doesn't teach you that blacks are inferior than whites. No, it doesn't say that. Like, and he's making it seem like his whole entire philosophy is rooted in religious doctrine.
They're trying to get the Pope to condemn him. Did you know that?
Nick Fuentes?
Yeah, they're trying to get him. Right? Like they went for that a couple days ago.
And the sad part about Nick is he's not a comedian, bro. Like, comedians can make jokes. We can say anything we want. You're
he's
not
a
a
political
comedian.
commentator.
You're trying to be a political commentator. As a political commentator, make jokes. I will make the most racist of jokes. Go ahead. But if you're going to argue for policies, like these specific things we mentioned, you're doing injustice to society at large. And these kids are in love with Nick Fuentes. Anybody under the age of like 16 to 25, they're obsessed with him because he'll say
25? That's old,
16
bro.
to 20. But yeah, a lot of young men, yeah. And Tucker is kind of making it seem like it's okay to having these thoughts in the mainstream. Like, let's actually wrestle with these ideas. That's my thing. My whole criticism of Tucker is he should have given him a harder time.
He should have given him a harder time, yeah.
It was too easy.
I just don't get why. I don't like when people will say shit behind somebody's back, or maybe not behind his back because to the internet, but they'll say to the internet, but when it's in the face, it's like they won't say it. Like, Nick didn't say anything like that to Tucker, and Tucker didn't say that to Nick. Only thing that they questioned each other about was being
feds.
Yeah, feds. That was it.
Yeah, they
And then Nick went on Pierre's again and said that, yeah, I think Tucker still is a fed after such and such. It's like, bro, what is happening?
Do you feel like Nick Fuentes is going to fade away? Because he kind of came out of nowhere. Even though he's been doing it for a long time.
10 years.
He's been doing this, like, talking and just his show.
Yeah, 10 years.
He's 27 years old. But
he was on the Daily Wire.
Yeah, he worked for Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
He's a good speaker. Congratulations. You're a good speaker, but the thing about him, though, he's not unlikable completely. He's not unlikable. There's some people that are unlikable. Ben Shapiro is a very unlikable guy. Very unlikable guy. I'll just say it, Maybe he is charming to some people, but
I'm trying to think, is Nick unlikable?
I can't. He looks like a weird guy, I will say.
I wouldn't want to have a lunch with him.
Nick?
I wouldn't want to have lunch with him.
I just know he's a little weird, bro. You can tell. I mean,
he's definitely something's not right.
The funniest thing was Pierre's asked him, "Have you ever been laid?" And he goes, "No."
Bro, it was crazy.
I felt like he was embarrassed, bro. You could see he was like, "No."
Absolutely not.
That was a great question.
The first time Pierce asked, he said, "Absolutely not."
It's like, bro, don't be proud of that. You got no game. Like, there's nothing to be proud of if you're an incel. I don't like this new culture. A lot of these incels, I'm like, yeah, I'm proud to be an incel. That's the thing that Nick has made them feel safe.
True.
The reason why so many young men like Nick is
niche.
He makes them feel like they're normal. If you're an incel, you're not normal. I get it if you're doing it for marriage. If you're celibate for marriage, totally makes sense. But you basically saying that you can't get along with women is not okay. That's not okay. You need to be a man. Yeah. Part of embracing your masculinity, like we've discussed earlier, is understanding the idea that you need to be able to work with women and protect women. That's part of your job as a man.
Yeah.
And to empower women.
Yeah, and talking shit about them is not protecting them or empowering.
Talk shit, make jokes, bro. Like we made jokes in this podcast.
Jokes, but this man is saying they shouldn't vote.
That's stupid, bro.
That makes no sense.
And he's brainwashing these young kids, bro. It's sad because now he has a reach. And,
he's making a lot of money now. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's gonna see. That's the thing about success these days. A lot of people want immediacy, right? They're like, they're trying to go viral, and to go viral, you have to say like something crazy.
After 10 years, bro, he did it, and he's been saying crazy shit for 10 years. It took him 10 years.
And also the N-word thing, bro.
Like why?
Just stop, bro. And he's like a quarter Mexican, right? He's not even full-blooded.
Quarter Mexican. Yeah.
It's always why aren't
and
you
Italian and Irish?
If somebody should start calling him out, bro. You're not even a full-blooded white person.
Pierce did.
He did.
He did. And Nick kind of like shied away from it. He was like, "Well, I not really," and then he shied away.
What do you mean not? Oh, so he's one of those people.
Yeah.
See, he has a complex. He's got some sort of like We need better. This is why I hope this podcast takes off, because I think we're better male role models than Nick Fuentes. He's in our age demographic.
I know, bro. He's older than us.
He
but...
says he's 2 years older. He says a bunch of outlandish stuff. Okay, he's articulate. Congratulations. Is he actually have any?
But is he a good man? That's the question. Are you a good man?
We can't like judge on that. I don't know,
bro. I'm sorry.
But if you have those beliefs,
if you have those beliefs, like, are you a good man? Like, do you take care of? I don't know, bro.
I mean, I would shy away from, because I don't know how he is with his
I guess we don't know him.
Yeah,
I just think it's weird saying like women shouldn't.
Definitely not a good characteristic if you're out here saying women should. Like, as a joke, bro, I would love to, like, yeah, I get it. Just joke around with that stuff, bro.
It is, yeah. It's funny. Like, if you're joking around, joke around. Yeah.
I totally understand.
But if that's really what you believe, and I really, honestly, I don't think that's what he truly believes. Like, I don't think he really believes women shouldn't vote. But to say it's like, I don't know, dude, it's so uncomfortable.
I just don't know how he lives with himself. Because part of him has to feel like an imposter. I'm sure he does.
Yeah. But it's making him money now.
I don't understand how people become popular. Like, this kind of happened right after Charlie got assassinated. Nick Fuentes got popular. I don't understand, like, how these things happen. Truly,
Did you know he was at the Jan 6? He was there? And he was like,
this,
yeah, bro. He was the one, like, chanting at everybody. I forgot exactly what he was saying, but he was like, "This is our capital now." He was on a mic, bro, telling everybody, "Disregard the police. This is our capital now." Like, saying shit like that.
You know, he reminds me of one of those MUN kids that just talked a lot, but they were full of shit. He's exactly like one of those kids who dominated the conversation. You're full of shit. You have a Napoleon complex. You're honestly empty as a person. You're just trying to overcompensate. I'll steal your word here. He's overcompensating.
Yeah, he is. I do think what I like, though, is America first. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I like his Israel stance.
America first.
He makes some good points.
That's the thing. It's very weird guy, bro. Some things he's like, okay, yeah, makes sense. And some things like, brother, what are you talking about?
I just think the world needs better male role models. There's a lot of men out here that are just trying to make money, bro. They're trying to make money because they're obsessed with money. That's the only thing they care about.
And those are the people that shouldn't be role models.
They should not be. Yeah. If your primary objective as a man is to chase money.
But those are the people that are going to be naturally, right? Just like power. If you chase it, you're the one that's going to be willing to endure the grit, right?
I know, but we need people. I don't know. I feel like we need men that are good men. And they're not like feminine men. They're okay to embrace masculinity. But they also are deeply rooted
like Mark
in
Cuban?
Faith. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He's a good male role model.
Yeah, he's a good role model.
He's genuinely a great male role model. LeBron James.
Yeah.
A man who has a wife, kids, has been a great father.
Shaq?
Even though,
Shaq?
I don't know. Yeah, sure. He's a good father. He's a good father, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, though. There's a lot of people in politics especially that are just not good role models.
Yeah.
I mean.
So many.
Yeah. Like, who's a good male role model? Political commentator?
Not many, bro. I can't. I mean, role model. It's a good Sagar and Jetty. He's good.
Who?
Sagar.
Who's that?
He's this host of Breaking Points.
Okay.
He's.
Oh
good.
yeah, I know that. Okay.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Family man. He just got married, had a kid. He makes sense.
Is he big? I know Breaking Point's like what 2 million subs.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty big. It's niche. I don't think Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan's a great male role model.
Would you say he's a political guy?
No, he is.
You think so now?
Unfortunately, as much as he wants to not accept it,
bro.
but Joe Rogan is a political commentator.
But they cornered him into it.
Yeah, but he's a good guy. He's a good male. He's a good male role model.
Had Trump on?
Yeah. He should have also had Kamala. But Kamala's a dishonest person. Like, I saw her take with Stephen Bartlett.
Yeah.
Come on. If you wanted to make it happen, you will make it happen. Are you kidding me? That was stupid.
And she was hesitant to say that she regrets it. And Steven pushed her on that, bro. And she was like, yes, I regret it.
I'm telling you, bro, these people are obsessed with power. They live in their own bubble. Do you think Kamala Harris has any shot at winning the presidency? Tell me honestly.
No, I don't think so.
0%. Why are you?
I don't think so.
Bro, delusion. Maybe, but that's...
Maybe it's enough.
But she's not her. She thinks she's her. You're not her. Kamala, you are not her. You are not her, bro. You are not her.
Who's her?
Who is her?
Yeah, who is her?
Sydney Sweeney is her.
Sydney Sweeney?
Sydney Sweeney is her. I'll vote for Sydney Sweeney.
Would you?
I'll vote for Sydney.
Who is her, bro?
I don't know, actually.
Exactly. I don't know who.
No, I mean, I'm sure Elizabeth Warren is her. I mean, I don't know. Actually.
I don't know.
She seems like an honest person. Sure.
She's a strong woman.
Yeah.
You know,
Michelle
Obama?
Obama is her. Yeah, I'll say it.
How many women have you met in your life where
Or
you're
him if you on their internet and you follow up with
Michelle?
No,
how many
she's
women have
her,
you
she's
met
her.
in person where you're like, this woman has like, she has weight to her presence? There's a couple women I've met like that, bro. There was this woman, dude. She's this is when I was doing commercial real estate, and she was a consultant to commercial brokers. And Colliers would hire her to talk to all of us. And I remember the first time, she's like old woman, bro, 60s, 70s. And I sat in the room with her, and I just looked at her in the eyes. I was like, whoa, dude, like something in me felt, you know what I mean? There's some people out there that have presence. There's been like 2 or 3 women I've met that have had like presence like that. I was like, wow. I went home and I told my dad about her. That's how I was like, what is happening right now? It felt weird.
I love women, man. I see like a presence to every woman. Like
A presence to every woman?
I feel like every woman has.
No, man, like a power presence is what I'm saying.
I've met many women like that.
Many?
Yeah,
I have not met many. I've met a couple.
Well, because you meet more men on average than women.
And you've met more women?
No. I'm not saying that. Okay. I'm not saying that. I'm saying probably around the same. I'm just saying as a man, you tend to meet more men than you do women. Yeah. So you automatically don't have like this perfect conception of them.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the exception to that because I understand women better than any man, but
I would highly disagree.
But
so would our perm-headed friend Jenish.
I feel like every woman has depth. And
I'm not saying. Whoa! Don't.
No,
I'm not saying. I'm not saying that.
No. But it's hard. I'm just telling you the way it's hard for me because like I don't know because I grew up like around sisters and like I grew up around a lot of women and so like I tend to see the qualities in them. You know what I'm saying? That they don't, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're saying
I think you're taking what I'm saying out of context.
No.
What I'm saying is like there's so okay. Let me.
There's a presence to.
Let me expand a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
Because I think there's people out there that think the woman that went out and you know was yelling at you, that's not right at your comedy thing. There's people that may think that's presence, right? There's power to that.
Man.
But
yeah.
I've met women like that. I don't think that there's presence to that. What I'm saying is there's a presence to being very calm, very comfortable in your skin, speaking with confidence, and I haven't met a lot of women like that. I've met a lot of women who will say what's on their mind, but to me that's not necessarily confidence. There's an insecurity to that, right? There's insecurity to like being the person that overcompensates for what you're trying to say. But when you're somebody that truly believes in what they're saying, you can feel that just in the vibrations in the room, just in the energy. You don't even have to hear them. I sat down and I just looked at her, bro, and I already felt it. I knew that this woman was going to teach me something.
Femininity is a superpower.
Yeah,
it is. I'm sure this woman was very comfortable in her own femininity. You know,
just a very smart woman, bro. I've only met her twice.
That's what you're saying.
Very strong, like strong, like a strong woman, but not in the patriarchal context, right? It just like you can feel the strength. I don't know. It's very weird.
She was a matriarch.
Not even, but yeah, maybe she was a good example of a matriarch. Maybe
a good
that's
example.
Yeah, because matriarch can also be the people that overcompensate, right?
Yeah.
But she was a good example of that.
Interesting.
I don't know why we're talking about this consultant that I met 4 or 5 years ago, but
we're talking about success.
Yeah.
This was an example
that's a good example of success. Yeah.
Yeah. What have we? I guess the last thing I'll say is faith. I do think you need faith in yourself 100%, but I think faith in God helps you.
I think it helps, but there's a lot of people that don't have that.
But I think it's a huge
it helps
superpower.
I think it can go either way, right? It just depends on you.
How can it go the wrong way if you believe in God?
If you believe in God, in terms of, I'm just saying material success, I guess.
Yeah.
Like Nietzsche draws the example all the time, right? Like if it doesn't happen, you know, there's always my place in heaven. Like it's okay, and that doesn't exactly provide grit.
Oh, I see. So people were like, "Oh, it's just meant to be by God."
Yeah, like for example, like Christians. If you can say Christians, for example, right? Like Jesus Christ forgave all our sins pretty much. He came to forgive our sins. And so the argument in that is, well, there's things that you want to do in life, that if you want to be a good person, if you want success, but if you don't have that, God makes it, this is his point. God makes it okay to not have that, to not have the success, because you're going to be in his kingdom one day. And I think that can be related to Islam. That can be related. I don't know about Judaism, but if you're not successful in the material world, it's okay because you'll end up in God's kingdom.
You're saying complacency, like you won't have the drive.
Yeah,
you'll use religion as like a excuse.
Scapegoat.
Yeah, that's bad. That's not religion's fault, but I see what you mean.
Yeah, not religion's fault, but it can go that way.
It can. Yeah, but I feel like the opposite, bro, is so much more powerful. Like if you believe in God, you're like, bro, I don't need anybody else. They think I can't make it. I know God always rewards hard work. If I just keep at it, if I show God I really want it, He sends angels down. I really believe that. I've seen that in my own life. When I really wanted something, bro, like people came out of nowhere to help.
Really?
Came out of nowhere. I was like, okay. If you really want something and it's meant for you and you keep at it, bro, God will send you and you don't even recognize them sometimes. You have to really think about your trajectory of your life.
You know what's funny?
What?
I hear both. I hear things will happen when you put that energy and you brute force it, right? Basically, like you want it that much, it'll just happen. But I also hear it happens when you least expect it, when you're not even putting energy in it, and good things will happen.
Yeah, God's telling you, come on.
Yeah.
You got this, bro. Why'd you give up that dream of yours? You're good at it.
Yeah.
Here's this guy.
It's interesting, man.
That you're going to meet randomly on a Tuesday evening in the middle of nowhere that's going to help you do it. You still have to take full responsibility, but yeah, God is beautiful, man. It's a superpower. Not enough people understand the power of God, even though they believe in God. Yeah. I mean, obviously, none of us do, but we don't I think most people don't understand like how. Like if you just pray to God, like anything can happen. He's all you really need in life, bro.
Yeah. Do you pray to God and ask for things, ever?
So in Islam, it's encouraged to ask for betterment, whatever's better for you. You can ask for specific things, sure, but
I used to do that.
Ask, yeah.
I've started praying like every night, like when I was in like 7th grade, and I used to ask for things, and then something happened, and I'm like, I don't want to ask for things anymore. God knows best. I don't have to ask. He knows what's gonna happen. He knows what's good for me. So I'm just gonna be thankful. So all I do now, unless there's something like with family or something, I'm like, then that's when I pray for them. I'm like, please help them. But in terms of like myself, all I do is just thank Him for the things that I have, and that's it. That's all I do. I just thank Him.
That's literally the 5 times we pray, bro. It's all just gratitude to God. Every single word is God is the gracious. You guide us to the right path, the path of the righteous.
Yeah. Not
the path of those that have wronged you. And you basically ask God for forgiveness, gratitude, and betterment. Whatever is supposed to be better for you.
Betterment.
What's better for you, yeah. And only God knows what's better for you, right?
Yeah.
You don't know that yourself.
It's crazy.
All right, man. This was interesting.
Okay. Thanks.